Hi everyone, my name is Kelcey. I work for the City of Flin Flon Rec Department, and I'm super excited to be bringing you some senior-based exercises today. So step one is to get in some nice comfy clothes. I got my favorite purple sweatpants on today, and some non-slip shoes if you have it. Okay, they're not essential, but they do make it a lot easier, especially when we're working on exercise that focuses on our balance. Okay, another thing you're gonna need is a chair, preferably a nice sturdy chair, not one on wheels or anything. We're gonna use this as one of our bases of support. An important thing with a virtual class is that I'm not there to be able to monitor, your exercises. I can't tell if you're getting out of breath. I can't tell if the exercises are too easy for you. So it's really important that you're kind of aware of your own body for these. Okay. As we go forward with the exercises, there's a couple of modifications that you can make depending on your fitness level. So I'm going to go through some of our basic stances now, and you can take them forward in the exercises we're going to practice. Okay. So first stance is seated in a chair. Whenever we're seated in a chair, we want to make sure that we have good posture, right? We're pulling our shoulders back and we're not letting ourselves hunch over. Okay. On our chair, we can do a couple different things. We can bring our feet together. We can put one foot in front of the other, or we can widen out our stance. Okay, these are all going to give you different bases of support. Okay. We can be assisted by our chair, right? We can have two hands as our support. I'm going to move to the side so you can see me, but you can also have one hand, and we can use our different stances standing as well. So we can be feet together, feet shoulder width apart. We can be, I call them tandem, one foot in front of the other. Okay? And if you're feeling really advanced, you can even go up to 1 foot. Okay, so now that we're ready, we're going to start with some warm-up exercises. All right, so we're going to start with some breathing. So what I want you to do is to get into a comfortable stance. For me, that's feet shoulder width apart, but this can also be in your chair, supported, right? All those different stances we just went over. So you're gonna get your posture good, and you're gonna put your hands on your ribs. And what we're going to do is we're gonna take 5 deep breaths, and we really wanna focus on getting our air to kind of expand our hands, okay? We're focusing on where our breath is going. So we're gonna breathe in and out. In and out. In and out. Last one. In and out. Okay. You'll find that we start all our classes this way, so it's something that we can develop over time, really focusing on our breath. Okay. So for our next exercise, what we're gonna do, we're gonna grab onto our chair. We can also do this seated. We're gonna reach out one hand and 1 foot, and we're gonna squeeze our toes together, squeeze our hand together. We don't want to be squeezing too hard. One rule of thumb that I've learned is you kind of wanna go as hard as you would squeeze a tube of toothpaste. So we're going to do this 4 times on each side. Remember, you can do this seated as well. It's all based on your own comfort. Okay. So I'm going to do left foot out, right foot forward. No. Right hand out, left foot forward. Sorry, I can't think this morning. Okay. And we're going to squeeze and release. Squeeze and release. Squeeze and release. Last one for this side. Squeeze squeeze, and release. Okay. Let's switch. So I'm moving to the other side of my chair because I don't have the best balance. Okay, so we're gonna do other hand out, other foot out. Ready, and squeeze, and release. Squeeze, and release. Squeeze, and release. Okay, now we're gonna add some rotations to this. So once again, whether you're sitting, standing, whatever, okay, you can also do this separately if you want to do your wrists and then your legs. This time, instead of squeezing and releasing, we're gonna make circles with our wrist and our ankle, okay? Just like last time, we're gonna do 4 for each side. Ready? Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Good work. Okay, let's switch sides. 1, 2, 3, 4. Good work, everybody. Okay, so for this next one, we're going to stay seated in our chair. I'll move my chair a little bit closer to the middle now. Okay. And we're going to practice this one. It's called pulling up your socks. This one's really good for mobility in your hip and kind of stretching it out. I will say that my chair isn't ideal for this because it's got these side arms. Probably a kitchen chair would be your best bet for this, but we can make it work. I'm gonna scooch forward. Okay, so I'm focusing on my posture. Posture check, everybody. What you're going to do is you're gonna bring your leg far up as you can, right? Going up to around the knee if you can, but whatever your mobility is. And if you're feeling comfortable with that, you can add a reach. Okay, we're gonna do that. We're gonna count to 8 because we're gonna switch sides. Okay, but it's still 4 each side. Ready? Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Woo. And that being said, that is our warm-up. Good job, everybody. We're going to move on to our main part of exercise next. Alrighty, so the next group of exercises is for our heart and our lungs. So we're going to start off seated. Make sure we're taking time to get our correct posture. And the first one we're going to do is opening and closing the curtains. Okay, so we're going to do 4 each side. What you're going to do is reach forward, and you're going to pull out, and you're going to rotate your hips out too. Then we can switch. Okay, 4 each side. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, for this next one, you can do it either sitting or standing. Okay, I'm gonna do mine standing. Move the chair back a bit so you can still see me. But remember, you can do this with 2 hands or 1 hand support. What we're gonna do is we're gonna raise 1 arm and 1 leg. Okay, depending on your balance, you can do this on the same side or opposite sides. making sure you're checking in with your own body and seeing how you're feeling. Here's what it will look like when you're sitting, some nice posture. Okay, so whatever works best for you. So once again, we're going to do 8, 4 on each side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Perfect. Okay, so what we're going to do next, back up a little bit so you guys can see my feet. Once again, remember you can use the chair for support. I'm just not, so I can make sure you guys see me. Okay, so we're going to take one foot and we're going to put it in a tiptoe position. Then we're going to switch, rolling out our ankle so our other foot is in the tiptoe position. Trying to do as smooth a switch as possible. Okay, once again, we're going to do 8 for each side. Okay, so tiptoe, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Woo, good work. That's a little sore on my legs. Hopefully you guys are feeling it too. The next one we're going to do is a tiptoe walk. So you can either walk in place or you can walk around your chair. I don't suggest getting too far from your support, just in case, right? We're working on our balance. So if you are doing it unassisted, go around your chair so that you're never too far from your support. You can touch down if you need to, okay? But once you touch down, try to lift back up. If it's more comfortable, you can go from the rolling again. Totally up to you, right? Focusing on your own body for your own workout. So we're gonna go 2 circles. If you're not moving, just kind of start when I start and stop when I stop. Ready? Let's go. You can take this as slow and as carefully as you want. Don't be afraid to use that chair for support. Coming around our second turn. Awesome, good work. Okay. So now we're gonna do something I like to call a butt walk. So we're gonna get into our chair. Once again, checking our posture. And for this one, we want our butt to be at the back of our chair. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna wiggle our hips and get that butt scooching forward. Okay, so scooch till you're at the top of your chair. And then scooch back, right? Tucking in our core as we're doing this. You should kind of feel it in our abs. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna go back and forth 3 times. Okay, let's go. Okay, up forward. And back. That's 1. And 2. Okay, last one. Coming forward. And back. Alrighty, so next up we're going to move on to some strength and endurance exercises. Most of these you won't need any equipment, but if you want to add a little extra resistance, you can use things like soup cans, anything that you have that can kind of fit easily in your hand, and will add some weight. These will be effective without anything, but it's just options, right? You can make it more difficult or more easy as you see fit. Okay. When we do get to the ones where I suggest using
a weight if you're comfortable. I'm going to be using one of our floaty weights from the pool, just kind of as a visual because I forgot my soup can at home today. Okay, so our first one, we're actually going to grab that soup can, or in my case, the floaty weight. We're going to get ourselves into a nice posture seated position. I'm going to start with our arm down by our side. We're going to curl up and then reach for the sky. Okay. We're going to do that 4 times each arm. Okay, let's do it. 1 and up, down and down. 2 and up, down and down. 3 and up and down and down. Last one for this arm. 4 and up and down and down. Okay, let's switch. Left hand now, or other hand than you started with. 1 and up, down and down. We want to keep this nice and controlled. Right, we don't want to just let ourselves flop down. Slow and controlled. I think that was 3. I lost track because I was talking. We'll just do one more. Up, up, down, and down. Okay, we can put our weight away. You can use it for this next one. Just to add a little bit of resistance, but I don't think I want to today. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to bring one arm up, and we're going to twist at our core, only going as far as is comfortable for you. Right? I don't want you to hurt yourself. But while we're doing this, I want us to keep a nice posture, right? And tucking in that core. The more we tuck in, the more of a workout our core is going to get. We're going to do 4 each side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. You can also do that standing. Sorry, I probably should have said that before we ran through it. But anyway, it's up to you. Similar thing, we're still working on our core. I'm going to do this one standing. So what we're going to do is we're going to get ourselves in a stable position, be that seated or standing. And we're going to step out and lean to the side, only as far as is comfortable for you. We're going to do that 8 for each side. Ready? 1, tuck in that core. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Alrighty, we're going to do another core exercise. So what we're going to do is we're going to get ourselves seated. Make sure we have that nice posture. Right, thinking about a string pulling us up from the base of our spine. We're going to cross our arms in front of our chest. We're going to engage our abs. And we're going to lean forward, just leaning until you can feel your abs working. Okay? We're going to do this 3 times for 10-ish seconds each. Okay, ready? Pull in those abs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. let your abs relax a second. Okay, second time. Arms crossed, pulling in that core, leaning forward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oof. Okay, shake it out. Last one. Arms crossed, core engaged, leaning forward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, this last one's a little bit trickier. Okay, we're gonna work on our arms a little bit. I gotta stress, only do what's comfortable for you. If you're not getting a full lift up, which you'll see what I mean in a second, as long as you're pushing, right, you're getting the benefits. I don't want anyone to hurt themselves. So this is another seated one. Getting into our nice, good posture position. Okay, we're gonna put our arms on the side. Okay. And we're going to push up. Okay, we're gonna do this 4 times. 1, use those arms, slowly lower yourself back down. 2, if you need some help, you can use your legs as well. 3, I know this one hurts, guys, you're doing good. 1 more. And 4. Woo! Woo! Okay, now that all the hard work is done, we're going to start our stretches. Same thing with all our other exercises. You can do these seated or standing, but I'm going to do mine standing. Okay. We're going to start off with the boss stretch. So what we're going to do is we're going to bring both our hands behind our head. We're going to open up our chest and pull our elbows back just as far as comfortable. Okay. And we're going to hold this for a little bit. Focusing on our breathing. Nice easy stretch. Right? You don't want to be pulling back so hard that it hurts. Just enough to stretch out those muscles. Awesome. Okay. Next up, we're going to do an ear to our shoulder. Leaning over. And we don't want to hunch our shoulders to bring it to our ear. If our shoulder and our ear don't touch, that's totally okay. In fact, I don't think mine touch when I do this stretch. So we're leaning over. And we're going to hold it a little bit. And we're going to go over to the other side. And holding it. I'm going to do 1 more each side. So roll, go back. And last side. Beautiful. Okay. Next, we're going to do a back stretch. Okay, this one can be a little bit harder with our mobility. Right? I know that even this one's hard for me. So what we're going to do is we're going to reach up, bring our hand like we're scratching our back. If you're feeling advanced, you can bring your other hand, try to reach for it. And we're just going to hold it. And we'll switch hands. Okay, we're going to end with a little bit of, not quite end, I take that back. One of our last exercises is going to be some self-love. What we're going to do is we're going to pull our arms back, opening up our chest. And we're going to come in ourselves a hug. Right? We can pull our shoulders forward a little bit. We don't want to go into slouchy territory. And just a nice tight hug. And back out. And in. And out. And in. One more time. Out. And in. All right, before I sign off today, I wanted just to take a little bit more time to focus on our breathing. Breathing is really important. I would even wager to say it's one of the most important parts of our workout. Okay, so getting into a nice posture, right? Shoulders back, but not so far back. Just wherever's natural. Hands on our ribs. We're going to take 10 deep breaths. 1. And out. And 2. And out. 3. And out. 4. And out. 5. And out. 6. And out. 7. And out. 8. And out. 9. And out. Last one. 10. And out. Okay, I want to thank you guys so much for working out with me today. I had a great time and I hope you did too. One thing that you might need for next week, hopefully I get this done in time to have a class for next week, is a resistance band. Okay, these are non-essential, so unfortunately up here we can't get them readily, but if you call Walmart, you can do a curbside pickup or you can order it online. Okay. Anyone who's never used them before, they're just like a stretchy elastic. There are latex ones and non-latex ones, so if you have any allergies, you might want to be careful. Make sure you kind of know that before you buy one. And there's different resistances as well, okay? So you don't want to get one that's too tough for you, because that can, kill your workout pretty fast. But thank you guys. Stay home, stay safe, and we'll see you next class.